Guys, hope you all have a fantastic day. Well, today we need to remove all the interior to make it sure it doesn't rust. If you own a Lada, you know you're always fighting with rust. So today we are gonna remove everything from the inside, clean everything. If something is rusted, we're gonna cut and weld new piece, and that's pretty much it. Then we're gonna paint everything, and then we can put everything back. So yeah, it's really not the most fun job, but it's always good to do. It's always good to have your Lada rust free. So without further ado, I'm gonna work really fast to remove everything. Then we can go to the fun part. Let's go. Guys, we removed everything that I want. Now we have floor and everything clean. Now we need to remove this bed isolation. It's really not good. You can get a lot of water inside, and I'm gonna show you. I don't know how, but I have a lot of water, as you can see in this, and in this. I don't know how, if you can see. But yeah, so that's the reason I want to remove everything and check everything. I see a couple of rust spots, but we are gonna look in everything once we remove this ugly insulation. So yeah, if you have a Lada, I recommend doing this. I'm gonna show you everything how to done. So just keep watching. We're gonna remove that ugly isolation now. Ah. Okay, let's remove everything. Okay, the isolation is all removed. I found another rust spot and I'm gonna show you everything, but now I'm gonna clean off the camera all this residue from isolation. So yeah, I'm gonna first do this, then I'm gonna show you what we need to fix. But yeah, if you can see, well, you clearly can, this is all wet and this is dry. So this is what is rotting away your car. I don't know why they ever put it in, but that's not good. And before you tell you have hole in your car or something else, most of that wet moisture you get when you get inside the car, when you're on the rain, then you have wet shoes or you're in the mud, so you get in and out 1,000 times. So that's what you mostly get your moisture or dirt, water or anything else in the car. And the problem with this isolation is it never dries. It stays wet. I have my car, before I recorded, a week on a 30 degrees weather degrees Celsius, so it was extremely hot and it's still wet like I just get it here. So yeah, I really don't like that insulation because it's so wet. And for now I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna put any insulation back. I want to see if it's any better, and if not, then I'm gonna put it back. So, not this one, I'm gonna research someone to find me a good isolation, but for now I'm gonna drive it like this. Okay, now I'm gonna clean this, then I'm gonna show you the rust part. Well guys, everything is now cleaned. Now the real fun starts. So let me show you. Well, I didn't expect that, Well, yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. Interesting. Well, that's not the best. I need to say, I really didn't expect this. So yeah, we need to fix that. Ugh. Okay, here's better. So yeah, we have some rust to fix. Well, that's interesting. And we have our classic spots for Ladas. But I can't believe it. This is not going through. So this is maybe still savable, but we will see. And we have in every corner, as true Lada should have. Well, yeah, I really didn't expect this, but I'm glad. That's why I decided to do this, and now I'm really glad I'm doing this. But yeah, we have a little bit bigger project than we expected. So it's time to grab an angle grinder, welder, and everything, because it's time for some welding. Well, we need to do it, so let's go. Well, guys, I'm really glad I decided to do this, because the whole floor was starting to get rusted. As you can see, those now brown spot, that would all rust. But I did first, I remove all that junk, then I use the wire brush, and then we have this procedure. I used a nitro thinner to remove all this gunk and to get to the bare metal. Then this is rust remover. Says rust here, so I use that rust remover. This is those white stuff. It's eating away the rust. And then when we weld everything together, I'm gonna use this rust converter. I never used it, but the word is like the best. It says that on the internet. I have no idea. So that goes on the end. Hopefully, when we are done with this, it's gonna be nice and strong, because I hate rust and I love Ladas. It's really toxic relationship, I can tell you that. But yeah, well, I'm gonna wait that to dry, then we can start making metal shapes and fill this hole. Well, yeah, let's go. Well, guys, this looks pretty good. it's strong, I like it. So yeah, now that is done. Now I need to weld everything. That is always fun. But yeah, I know you should do this the right way, but this is for me and I need this car to work. So this is just a quick fix that I'm gonna leave it probably for a couple of years. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I need this car, I'm gonna fix it real quick. And now we need just to weld everything. I'm not gonna show you. And then we can go forward. Let's go. So everything is now welded. Now I just need to clean it, but that's not important at the moment. I'm gonna clean it when I clean everything else. And I wire brushed these inner fenders. In some way they are still good, I can't believe it. So I just wheel them and put rust remover, and that we are done. I can't believe it, we have so much luck. And now, the real reason why I removed the interior. I am a pretty tall guy. I don't know if you can see it, this Lada standing on its wheel. So I'm pretty tall, and the seats on the Lada just can't get enough back. So I want to try this. We have our holes here for the seat mount, and we have some hole here. So I was thinking to put this here, and then I measured 7.5 centimeters. I need to get here about and put some kind of the mount. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing that, and hopefully it's gonna work good. And the same on the other side. So yeah, after, I don't know, 3 days of working what I didn't expect to, now I'm gonna do what I was thinking about it. So yeah, let's measure everything, cut everything, and make new seat mounts. Let's go. This is what I came up. So the 5 centimeter by 5 centimeter pipe is the same height as this original niva mounts for the seats. So I now move that back, and it's better. And I weld some 2mm metal for reinforcement, and then when I weld this to the floor, I'm gonna weld this here. So it's gonna be super strong, and I think it's gonna be awesome. Well, why I'm keeping the Niva seats here? Because I want this Niva to be as original as it can be, but still I want to have some luxuries. So yeah, that's why I'm removing just the seat back and not putting some other seats inside. Well yeah, let's get to welding, and then we can try the seat. Let's go. This is not a final product. I just wanted to see if all the bolts and holes will line up. Now everything is just put it in and hand tightened, because I need to take everything out and weld this completely. I just tack weld it. But yeah, it's a far back, and it's gonna be look like this. I just didn't tighten, so everything looks like a loose tooth, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have a more room. And the person behind me, well, it's not existing, but if I ever drive, I drive maximal 3-person, because it's Lada, it doesn't have space. So yeah, now I am going to remove everything, then weld everything, then finally we can go prepping for paint. Let's go. the rust converter is working its magic. Now I need to wait about for 3 hours so that whole thing dry and be ready for painting. And yeah, we did every metal that was exposed now is in rust converter, so I really like it. My first time using, but one thing that my guy told me is to always put it in a separate container and then use a brush, because don't put your brush here, because you're gonna contaminate with rust particles on the brush with the rest. You're not gonna use everything in one go, so always put some here and then use the brush. Never put the brush inside. And I think that's logical, but I didn't think of that. So yeah, just put it in a separate container. Now I'm gonna wait this to dry, then we can put the primer, then we can paint everything. Let's wait a little bit. Everything is coming along nicely, and I now see I forgot to protect this part, so I'm gonna do that off the camera. But this is looking pretty good, and I lay this thick because it's the floor and I want to make sure that the water doesn't go in. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom side, but that's when I leave the car. Okay, so the primer is here. I protect this and I protect this and that a little bit. So yeah, now it's time to protect all this to not get black paint, and then we can go painting. Well guys, I think it looks pretty good. Everything is now nice and protected. Here it looks like nothing happened. So I'm really liking how this turned out. And let's check here. Everything is nice and pretty. So I'm happy with that. And new seat mounts are cool. I put some plastic shield around these wires, so it's protected, and now we can put everything together. So yeah, this looks pretty good. So yeah guys, this is it for this video. In the next, we are starting to do body work. We need to fix a couple of rust spots like this one. We have some rust here. Then if we go on the other side, we have here and on many other places. So yeah, I need to prepare everything for the paint job. So in the next video we are gonna do body work and prepping for paint. Then we are gonna paint it in the video after that, and hopefully that's it. Then we are gonna just enjoy this car. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and please like, share and subscribe, and guys, see you in the next video.